Hi guys, welcome to this channel. And as I said in the previous video, we look at some of the attributes of the list methods, the one that we had introduced earlier, and understand how they work. So I'm gonna have two lists here. So I'm gonna have list one. This time you can just have numbers, maybe 3, 5, 7, 8, or even 9 like that. Then I have my list 2, which I can have maybe some cities. These are Kenyan cities, and have Mombasa, have Nakuru, then also have Kisumu, yeah. And then let's try and print this list and see what we have. When you print list 1, we also print list 2. Okay, so if I run that code, you see I'm gonna have two independent lists here. The first one containing numbers and the second one containing names of cities in Kenya. Now we might want to perform an operation that we're gonna have one list. We're gonna have to combine this list into one list, and to do that, let me just delete this print first. To do that, we have to say list1 dot extend. We're gonna use the extend function to extend list 2. Okay, so what we want to do now after extending is to print out list 1. Print out list 1, we see what we have. You'll see now the two independent lists have now joined to become one list. And then again, you might want maybe to maybe insert maybe a value in a list. You can use, let me now go down here and say we want to insert now in list 1, we want to insert a value. So we can say, let me go below the print, we want to say list 1, use the insert function here, and then we insert what, let's say we want to insert Lamu. Lamu is not a city yet, hopefully it will be. And then we, after inserting Lamu, we want to print list 1, we see what we have there. From there, we are seeing there's an error here. Let's address this error. We are saying insert expected 2 arguments. We got 1 argument. Good. This is because we want to put an index position of whatever we want to insert. So let's say we want to insert Lamu between Nairobi and Mombasa here, or between Mombasa and Nakuru. So if it is between Nairobi and Mombasa, we can specify maybe index 1, so that we have 2 arguments there. Let's see what happens when we do like that. Will we have addressed the error? Yes, good. Here you see we have now a complete list here, whereby we have the first list, but in index. You see, after the first index now becomes Lamu. Remember now 3 here is index 0, and then Lamu becomes the first index. If let's say you want to add it maybe in the second index, you can have, you can because we're working with the list 1 that was extended. Let us just first see what we're doing with list 2. Okay, let us print list 2 like that. Let me clear my terminal. Good. Now let's try and run that. Now you can see Lamu comes in between Nairobi and Mombasa. Let's say we want to put Lamu between Mombasa and Nakuru. We look what is the index number of Mombasa. So this one is 0, 1, 2. So let's say we want to have Lamu as a second index, and if we run that, we'll now have Nairobi, Mombasa, Lamu, and Nakuru. So that is how you can joke around list, and also if still on the list, the cities list, we can decide to clear. If you want to clear the list, you can simply say list 2 dot clear function. Just some of the methods you can use, and if we do that, alright, it prints just a blank list. There's nothing there because we already cleared that. There's another important aspect I want to mention here. If we go back to, let me just delete this one, or let me gray them out so that we talk about list 1. Good. Now let's say you want to sort out list 1 into an order. We can add more values here in list 1 here. We say 1, 2, 4, 5, like that. Now let us first print list 1. So yeah, we have list 1. Oh, remember we did extend list 1, so let us grade this out so that we work with the initial list 1. Good. Now let us try and run that. Yes, now we have the initial list 1 containing numbers only. So we might want to now sort out that list 1, and to do that you can just call the list 1 dot sort, like that. And then let's try and run that. You see, now it has sorted this list to begin from 1, 2, 3, 4, going all the way to 9. And remember, in lists you can have duplicates. That is why we have 5, 5 repeating itself, because it was initially there. We had 2 5s in our list. What if you want maybe to print uh, list 1 in reverse order? So what if we just put there list 1 dot reverse? Okay, so let us print that. It now prints from 9 going backwards to 1. Okay, now guys, this is some of the methods you can play along in Python depending on what you want to achieve. I'd advise for more practice on this, and try to read more on that. Maybe get a grasp of what lists you can do with lists. There's a bunch of many things you can do with lists, but these are some of the few basics I have mentioned. Going forward, we can dig deeper and understand what lists can do. So for now, it's bye bye, and as a reminder, always remember to subscribe. Let's continue with this progress. Thanks, guys.